And welcome to yet another edition of the Hockey Republic. My name is
I
George
can't hear
Njuguna,
you.
and can you see me, Keegan?
George, I can't get you.
Can you hear me now? Keegan, can you hear me?
George is like, I can't get you.
Okay. As we try and sort that out, welcome to yet another edition of the Hockey Republic. My name is George Njuguna. Simon will be joining me, or rather joining us shortly. And we took a 1 week break just to get ourselves, give ourselves a break. But we are back and we have quite some discussions, two things we have to talk about. But before I let you know what we are discussing today, let me allow and invite Kevin Lugalia. Kevin, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, George.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
George, I just lost you again.
Maybe it's a network issue. But I don't know if you
I don't
can
know,
hear me
George.
now.
It's like I lost you again.
Okay, as we try and sort that out, those are technical issues. Today we are discussing only two things. Number one is, of course, the Commonwealth Games, and I will be playing a clip uh, when as we continue with the show of one of the coaches who graciously decided to join us and let us know what is happening on that side. The ladies are starting the tournament in a few days, precisely 1 or 2 days. Kevin, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I hope we'll not lose network again because I think that is what is
No,
happening.
I think the net is on. We're just losing audio. I don't know why.
Okay, that's interesting. Technical issues, they happen from time to time, but nonetheless, that's good. For those who don't know who you are, please identify yourself. Tupatie namba majina ya serikali.
My name is Lugalia Kevin. I'm a teacher of English and literature and a hockey coach at St. Anthony's Boys High School, Kitale.
For those who don't know you, you use the name Keegan also.
Keegan is my name, actually.
So you're
Actually, an
Kevin
official name
Keegan
also.
Lugalia. Okay.
Again?
Kevin Keegan Lugalia.
Correct.
Perfect. Tuambie mbona uko kwa show yetu leo?
I'm here to talk about the two things you mentioned, and that is I'm passionate about hockey, of course, as a sport.
Mm-hmm.
And one, I'm hosting my tournament this weekend, which is an annual tournament, and two, our ladies team is out there battling it out at the Commonwealth Games, so I'm sure it will come up in the discussion.
Yeah, that's true. Let's talk
Yes.
about your tournament. I wish Simon was here because I wanted him to mention this name. You know me, I grew up in Western, so Kiluya iko hapa ni mdomo changu.
Kabisa. Mdomo chako. Good.
Makanda Festival.
Yes.
Tell us more about it.
Yeah, actually, this tournament began some time back in 2007. And at that time, during just after the post-election violence, that is when the then former principal, Mr. Nabungolo, decided to come up with a tournament for peace. So initially, it was called Nabungolo Peace Hockey Tournament, and it was an initiative from the school to bring people together through sports. And I mean, people just to know that there is life after elections and we can still live as good neighbors and good friends through. So sports was a good avenue to promote that. And then over the years, it has been growing until when the current principal came and we had to rename the tournament to Makanda Cup annual tournament. So Makanda is now our current principal and is now the main sponsor of the tournament.
Okay. That's interesting. And I like the concept that it is about peace. So it's not just
Yes,
coming and enjoying the game. There's more to it, which is peace
yes.
in the country. And probably we can divert a bit and talk about it. Um, what do we expect, apart from, of course, enjoying the game? We are getting into an election, and I believe you'll be it has been hosted just around this time before we get into elections, and now that it's um, a fixed time, or rather we have elections at a specific time, then it's easier
Yes.
for you to host it on this weekend, or is this something that changes from time to time?
It actually, for the last 2 years now, it's been changing because the tournament is normally staged in February. That was the time that has been staged over the years. But now, when we have stayed away from games for a while. So last year we brought it back, but now it came in actually in November.
Mhm.
And this year we are trying to bring it back to the date. So we brought it back to July. Hopefully next year we shall be back to February. And maybe just to get you back to what you said about elections coming, it
Yeah.
is an opportune time again to preach the same message of peace. That
Mhm.
even as teams travel over to play and we engage and we interact, I think the most important thing we shall be telling the participants and the fellows who will be involved is that there is life after elections. We still need to
Mhm.
be peaceful. We need to love
Mhm.
one another. We need to be friends because this game brings us together. And that is what
Mhm.
we shall be passing across as we play the game this weekend.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. And remember, you can engage with us on our social media handles,
Oh
or
no,
rather,
George, I
where
lost
you
you
can.
again.
Okay. Anyway, can you hear me now? Anyway, as he sorts him out, remember you can engage with us on our social media handles. That is on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Twitch and on Twitter. That is on Hockey KE page. And let me just read a couple, or rather, project a couple of messages here. This is Amos Kisiangani, who says, "I see you, my brother." He is now back. Um, Kigan, you can hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear again.
Good stuff. Yes, so let's go back to what you're saying about the tournament. So, how many teams have confirmed so far um, as at now? Because you said it's an open tournament, so teams as early as next on Saturday in the morning will still be trooping in, I believe.
Yes, of course, I will want to discourage that. I wish that teams could confirm participation early enough because this tournament is being held against all odds. Like
Mm,
this weekend, we're having the inter-school championship on. We have sub-county games going on, but
mhm,
the principal could not have cancel the tournament because it's very important to him. He hold it so dear. So
mhm,
we would like teams to confirm early enough so that we can make preparations. We shall be juggling between school competitions and the tournament,
mhm.
but we shall manage. So I appeal to teams that want to participate to confirm early enough so that we can make good arrangements and proper arrangements for them to play.
Mm. Okay, I know of you know eight eight men's teams and three ladies so far. Perhaps I can mention
Yes,
and then you top up, or rather let us know about the other teams that have confirmed. We have
yes,
USIU, which has registered two teams, USIU A and
yes,
USIU B. We have Park Road again from Nairobi. We have Eldoret Youth all the way from Eldoret. And then we have Bungoma Farmers, who I was with. I attended one of their trainings on Saturday in Bungoma. Big up to you guys. And then we have this is Kitale Hockey Club, which has also registered two teams, I believe.
yes,
And then we have
yes,
Kitale Day, which has registered one team. In the ladies, we have three teams which have registered. Of course, USIU, which is two teams, and then we have St. Joseph's girls. Which additions do we have from your end?
For the men's team, we have KD and we have St. Anthony's boys.
Uh-huh.
Those are two teams. Then Park Road has another team. They'll be bringing over two teams.
Okay.
Then we have University of Eldoret.
Okay. So UOE is the addition.
UOE.
So that's it, because you said Park Road have added one more team.
Yes, and then we have St. Anthony.
Okay, and St. Anthony.
And then we have UOE.
Oh, okay.
And then for the ladies, we have
Uh-huh.
Kitale Queens.
Okay. Oh, Kitale Queens.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have again UOE ladies. And then we have Nangili girls.
Oh, Nangili girls.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. Let me divert the topic again. We'll come back to it later and talk about high school hockey, which you are have been part of for a very long time. How has that been in Western, considering you're telling us that the zonals teams or rather competitions will be held this weekend? How has that been? And just tell us a bit about um, the zones that you are playing, of course, for your school as a teacher.
Actually, for us, we are not playing zonals. It will be sub-county games.
Okay.
And then
mimi mzee, unajua siku zetu ilikuwa zonals.
No, zonals bado ziko.
Oh, ziko. Okay.
We still have zonals, but not for hockey. Like I think soccer played zonals last week.
Okay.
But for us, we did not have any team in our zone, so we didn't play. So we go straight to sub-county. And I think, again, in our sub-county this size, we only have one school, so we're going to play only one match on Friday or Saturday morning.
Okay.
Against Kabuyefwe boys.
Oh, okay.
But girls, we have 4 teams, so 4 teams will battle it out. Yes.
And then now in the county, when you go to the county, how many teams do you meet?
We shall have about 6 teams.
Okay.
Yes.
Which ones? Kamsinga is part of it, or Kamsinga is in Bungoma County?
It's in Bungoma County, so this is Trans Nzoia.
Okay.
Kamsinga in Bungoma County. And then, again, don't forget that St. Anthony's is in Rift Valley.
Yes.
And not Western.
Yeah, it now becomes tricky. How do you then delink from Trans Nzoia and move over to Western, or rather Rift Valley?
Not according to the mapping. Trans Nzoia is in Rift Valley, but there was a time again when we were taken to Western, I think for about two years, and then back again to Rift Valley. So we're in Rift Valley.
That has always confused me also, because at one point, in fact, the 2 years is what has made me be confused when you're part of Western. So from there, you now go to county. Which teams do you meet?
We have we have schools like Bwake High School. We have St. Joseph's Boys. We shall have the same Kabuyefwe at the county games. We shall have St. Mark's. About 6 schools.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting to hear and see. Let me just read one or two comments. This is Tupo Saitians, or rather, Dave Makori says Tupo Saiti, and then a gentleman, Amos Kisiangani, says, I see you, my brother. Thank you so much for your messages. Keep them coming. We will be reading them. I am with Kevin Lugalia, and we are talking about Makanda Peace Festival, right?
Yes.
Makanda Peace Festival. Let's talk about matters hockey in Trans Nzoia County, and you're telling me something about you guys registering as a county to join the Kenya Hockey Union fraternity. But before that, I can see my brother is lounging somewhere. How are you, my brother?
I'm doing well. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yes,
Sorry,
we can hear you properly.
sorry nimechelewa kidogo.
No problem.
Karibu Simon.
Asante sana. Good to see you, Kevin.
Same here. Good to see you.
The last time I saw you was last weekend, weekend after before last, in the Nakuru
Yes.
tournament.
Yes.
What happened before you speak about or you answer Jigush's question? What happened? You guys were winning the trophy.
It just slipped away. It happened.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think we played well throughout.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I was happy, especially the team that reached the finals. I think they started low in the tournament. I was even hard on them, but I think as the tournament progressed,
Mm-hmm.
they played well, especially the knockout stages. And I was so happy because, I saw character in them during the quarterfinals, semis. Then finals, it slipped away.
Okay. So anyway, we'll talk about that later in the show because we didn't have a show last week to discuss about it. But Jugush, wacha nikurudishie.
So anyway, Kevin was letting us know about their plans to register as Trans Nzoia Hockey Association.
Yes.
Yes, tell us more about that. How is the progress? How is that coming up?
Everything is at the moment I'm only waiting upon two officials. I'm waiting upon their documents. I think early next month we should be having our organization up and running. These documents they also expire, so the two members who are officials, by the time they bring in their documents, they already expired. So they
You
have
had to
to
restart
bring
the
in.
process again.
Yes. So, but before, I'm sure early next month, the session will be up and running.
Allow me to drag you a bit because you have said something about expiring. Probably you can tell us, the process that you have gone through, or rather, what.
Oh, Njigush, I lost you again. Audio.
Okay. I can hear you, but.
Oh, no. A moment.
Okay. Anyway,
Yes, Jugush.
Simon,
Yeah.
as he comes up, probably we can start talking a bit about. Anyway, I can see he has come back. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I keep losing your audio, Njigush. I don't know why.
Nitaambia Simon na ku-upgrade kidogo.
Sawa.
Ama labda
unajua
ungeshinda tournament, unajua labda ungepata kazawadi kamzuri.
Unajua pia Njugush bana, ukisema kitu kama hiyo KRA wako rada bana, wataanza kufanya lifestyle audit wakisikia nina upgrade watu online.
You're not running for governorship, my brother, so I don't think they have any whatsoever interest in you. Anyway, Kevo, you are letting us know the process you have gone through. This is a perfect time because we've not had any association which has been in the process of doing this. So tell us the process. How has that been? What is required? What do you need to do? And then what are the steps that you follow after that?
I think the process, there's that form we have to fill, and then there are those documents, them certificate of good conduct stuff. I think KRA, all those documents. What I'm not saying is that I'm one of the officials, so I'm
So
waiting upon two others.
okay.
Again, yeah. So I'm waiting upon two others to put their documents right. I think then we shall be done. Then send them to the required office. I think that's
The
just what we
sports
need.
register.
The sports
Okay.
register. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's move to Nakuru. I'll hand over to Saimo to take it up from there.
Yeah, Nakuru was awesome. We had one of the biggest tournaments, local hockey tournaments, that is
I
club
agree. You have
based
to
in the
upgrade me. I
country.
lost Simon again.
Sisi tuko. I think shida iko pande yako. Let's try sort it out. Yeah, Njugush. So as I said, Nakuru was a very big tournament. I remember last time we had how many teams? We had 42 teams. This time round we had 16 plus 32. That's 48 teams. I think for the first time in the country, hockey has seen a round of 16 in any tournament. You know, we are used to having pools. Then we go to the quarters, the semis, and the finals. But this time round, we had a round of 16, well organized by the Nakuru Hockey Club. And Green States as well as KHU, well coordinated. We are proud that Hockey K we are also part of the mix, part of the people who are involved in the tournament. And congratulations to USIU. US having good time whenever they go to Nakuru. Remember that also last time they finished runners up, so it's good to see them also winning that trophy. A surprise win in the ladies category. The expected winners or the expected teams that we thought would win actually did not make it to the finals. The likes of Blazers and USIU, and we had KU playing against UON, but UON were playing under the name of Sherehe. Very weird name there, but sijui kama walikula sherehe sana hadi wakasahau walikuwa na final ya kucheza.
But it was a very hectic tournament from the post I was seeing, because even as we talked on Sunday, I think there were 1-1 games which had remained to be
Yeah.
played on Sunday. So it
Mm.
hata kama ni sherehe ingekuwa lazima uwe upige na nini, upige na breaks.
Yeah, actually, the tournament we can say it was run very well considering the number of teams, the number of games that needed to be played, and actually all matches will have been played on Saturday. All pool matches will have been played on Saturday, but unfortunately, the last games were called off due to the weather. There was a bit of rain which couldn't allow the games to be played. And Nakuru is the sort of climate where whenever it rains with a gust of wind. So it's usually very difficult to play in that sort of condition. The pitches were good. Priscilla was making a joke. I wish I could share it here, but she was saying that we better start moving all league matches to Nakuru because the pitches were very, very okay. Very nice. Yeah, and it was also good to see some guys just coming in from Mombasa. We had Messi from Mombasa. We had Kisumu Queens from Kisumu. We had Kevin and his team from Western. We had, at least now this time round, we had teams coming from different counties. In such tournaments, you're used to seeing teams from Nairobi and Nakuru just coming to play. But I like to say congratulations to MCHA, MSC for making sure MSC get there, as well as the guys who organized Kisumu to come in, as well as the Njoro Girls administration. I mean, that was a very good exposure for the ladies. And I'd say it was good to see the young girls get experience and get to play against some of the top players in the country, as well as get advice from players. You could see after the Joro games matches, the Joro girls matches, the girls had a chat with some of the club players, and they were being given advice on how to play and how to, for example, how to hold a stick. The goalkeeper was being advised like where to stand and such things. So it's good to see, and I hope that we can continue having such competitions. I'd like us to get to a level where we have like the way rugby is. As much as we have those tournaments, we have a circuit for also high schools where they have their own category and can play against club teams.
Yeah, that's
Simon,
right.
you can say that again.
Mm.
Hiyo labda Kigan na Mike Malungu watupange.
Nataka tu Simon
Actually,
arudie.
actually, it can be done. I was having a conversation with one of the coaches of Njoro Girls, and she was telling me that it was a bit of a hassle. First of all, trying to organize to get two girls teams there, because they had confirmed two teams will get there. But she's happy at least one girls team was there. I was also speaking to some of my former high school mates who we also play hockey in Nakuru, and they said that they would have wished to see the teams that play hockey in the county or in Nakuru town at least come and attend the tournament. But it's more or less to do. I think it's a discussion for another day. But I think that the education ministry or the Ministry of Education needs to see sport as an integral part of a child's development. So we keep saying that we need to set up academies, we need to set up structures, but I think schools is where all this can be done straight from football, rugby, not hockey only. So I think Kevin is in the system. I'm also in a school system, and we see how
Umekuwa board
strong.
member?
Yeah, so in schools you can see how much talent we have there, but in some way we usually lose it. But anyway, just focusing on Nakuru, I can say it was a very, very good tournament, and if you missed it, pole sana.
Yep. Let me read one or two messages. Moja nitaisave, wacha Kigan narudi. Kigan, can you hear us? Kigan.
I think he's having trouble with his connection. Yeah,
I think it's a connection issue that he's having.
Kigan,
can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Maybe you can switch off your video so that because we think it's a data issue. Yeah, can you still hear us?
Yes.
Good stuff. Let me read a few messages here. I'll begin with one Jerry who says, mtu wa jaman Masin toka karibu na Thamos inanyonya network ya Oppo.
Good one, Jerry. Good one.
And then Bruce says, Dave Makori, kata simu tupa site. And then Dave anamjibu anasema Nakuru tournament was exemplary, well arranged, and on time. Unfortunately, unfortunate for the rain. Mvua ni kitu huwezi kaza. And then naona kuna timu moja ina register hapa, Kimilili Panthers wana register online, wanasema watakuja tournament.
Nimeona hadi wanatutumia kwa inbox ya Hockey KE, wanasema wako site, watakuwa site. And unfortunately we are not the organizers, so the organizer is Kevin. You need to make sure
Kevin,
that
so Kevin, at some point you need to, when we end the show, you'll need to give your number or something, how people will be able to get in touch with you so that they may be able to register. Labda Jerry atatuma timu ya 3. Unajua Jerry ana timu mingi sana, anaweza amua kusema Aimo ateremuke chini.
Yeah. Anyway, switching gears, let's talk about the Commonwealth Games. So the girls, our ladies, unfortunately nowadays we are asked to be very cautious when mentioning gender pronouns. So the ladies are in Birmingham. They are enjoying their time there. and they traveled safely, they arrived safely, and today they had a friendly. They played against Ghana, and unfortunately they lost 2-1. So let's just talk about the Commonwealth Games. Let me start with Kevin. Where do you think Kenya will be at the end of the tournament? Do you think it's a good? Do you think it's a good outing? Any expectations?
Samo, you're cornering me, but okay, we cannot tell.
Yeah.
But I think for a start, I think that is a very good. It will be a very good exposure for them. And not just that they are there. They're not there by mistake. You know, they made it to be at that level. And congratulations to the entire team and the technical team and the players. But of course, the last time we talked on this show, I said something about our Kenyan hockey, and especially if we have a team in Birmingham right now playing. I'm always very keen on asking, like, what is our retention rate? How many players do we retain in that team, and for how long? And how many others do we bring in to join this team? Younger players joining the team and learning the ropes from the older players and then getting to their positions. And our problem has always actually been continuity. I mean, how do we translate?
Yeah.
But it's very good for Kenyan hockey. Having them in Birmingham and playing at that level is very good for Kenyan hockey. I'm just hoping that we can use this as a springboard. For me, like at the moment, I do not want to say I'm so keen on getting to know what will happen at the end, like where will we end up. I'm just keen on what lessons we'll bring home from the championship. Like, how do other countries do their things? How do they operate? How do they get to these levels? And bringing the lessons and then trying as a country and as Kenyan hockey to see, can we match the standards? Truth be told, we are not. Other teams, if you look at their standards, they're above us. And we have a lot of work to do to get to their levels. So just lessons. We need to pick lessons and then come home and build on that. But I'm sure I'm happy with the ladies because if you watched during the AFCON, when they were playing, I could see the energy, I could see the thirst. They have it, and they want to win. No wonder they're there. So already we have that in them. It's just to see what we can do to build on that and make them to make the team strong and competitive at those levels.
Yeah. So Njugush, our first match will be on Friday 29th. That is 12 p.m. Kenyan time. We play against New Zealand. New Zealand, they have a very strong squad. What do you think about this match? What are your expectations?
I think for me, it's to improve our game, not necessarily to win, but to improve our game. In fact, today we were to have one of the coaches, Mike Malungu, to just discuss about it, but he sent me a voice note, so we are going to air it at some point. Simon, you let me know what time is appropriate. But with this first match, for me, I think it's just to work on what they have been training on and let us see what they have in place. Of course, as Kevin has said, it's time for them to showcase what we have. We were not there by mistake. We have earned the slot, and so we have this opportunity to showcase to the world what hockey we have in Kenya. And I believe we are going to, the guys are going to give their best to showcase to the world what they have. Because again, I know this you're the one who always does this good with statistics. So
Mm.
mathematically, I believe also in terms of ranking, it's going to have a good impact on us, especially
Mhm.
for the ladies team. So we hope to improve. For this game, usiniulize scores sababu hii sitaki
Yeah. So my thinking is this tournament for Kenya, it can either go two ways. It can go very well or it can go horribly wrong for us, in the sense that for me, I see this as a make or break event for the country. Make in the sense that how we perform will give guys hope that the changes that have been made by Kenya Hockey Union, straight from the management, straight from then management of the national team, the coaching setup, as well as how they've been handling trainings, as well as tracking those players. Because this time round, we've seen that they've selected a mix of young, exciting players as well as experience to come into the team and try to build up. As Kevin has said, it also has players that can play for Kenya in the next 10 years. So
Mm,
based on the performance, if we perform very well, then it will give every person who worked on that team hope and say we have a future in it. Or
mm,
it can go horribly wrong, and then everyone says, okay, let's rip up the script, let's start all over again. Whatever we've been doing for the last 2 3 years is not working. So my view is that whatever the result we get, let's focus more on the performance, because this is a very big opportunity for us. We, as a country, we haven't had such competitions for a while. Let's let the ladies go out there, give their best, and let's see how it goes. Let's take one match at a time. We play New Zealand, we play Australia, and we move on like so. So it's a matter of now us as well being positive, and making sure that we support them wherever they are. So now on Kevin, they are going to play New Zealand first, and then they are going to play Australia on Saturday. Huge test for our ladies.
Yes, that's a huge test.
Mhm.
But I think, like you said, playing against Australia, you know, a highly ranked team in the world,
Mm.
and we're coming to stop them. And I believe we have the ability. Like, I want to echo what you just said, Saimo. When you play against such teams, it is the result of such matches. These results will impact heavily on Kenyan hockey. Like, we play against Australia, and then the results are like, oh, so we played against them. These were the results, so we can do better. You mean we have this? We have a future, and we can build on this. But like I said again, if it goes wrong for us, people will lose hope. And people, Kenyans, how we are. We keep pointing fingers when everything goes wrong, but we do not say anything when things go right. We we,
Yeah.
we we are really good at condemning.
Mhm.
Like, I can tell you for free, right now, people are waiting not just for the results and to congratulate and encourage the girls, but they're waiting for the results to when they go wrong. You know, all the media platforms will, I mean, it will be crazy. So for me, against Australia, I want to believe that if our ladies go hard in that match, mm, of course, we've never played Australia. The ladies have not played them,
Mm.
and we'll be playing them for the first
Yeah.
time. And
Mhm.
Australia will also be wary of a Kenyan side that they have never played before. So
Yeah.
it is just us to get in that match and take advantage of the situation whereby we have not met in the past. So, like, we go in and we have respect for them because of where they stand in the rankings. They also are not so sure of what you're bringing on the table. So, I mean, we can get a good result from that match, I believe.
Yeah.
Are you sure they don't know how we play? Because I believe they have probably gone and looked at the AFCON games, which are on hockey.watch on the FIH
Yeah.
site.
The,
So
the other
I
thing that
think
guys need to realize, Jugush, nowadays is nowadays we have applications, we have coaches that do analysis on the go. So as the game is
True.
being played, we have guys who are sitting around the pitch watching the game. We have coaches that look at the defenders, look at the midfielders, look at the forwards, and
True.
pick their weaknesses on the go. So it's not
Very
necessarily
true.
that it's not necessarily that they will sit down and watch our last 6 matches. No, they do analyze on the spot. Like they can identify that one player is slow. So what they'll do is that they will pick a fast-paced forward or winger or player, and they place them there, and they use that side. So I think the most important point is the technical bench that we have taken to Birmingham. Are they also up to task? So will they also analyze the game on the go and say these guys have changed their game plan? We also need to change our game plan to counter what they've done for us. And I think it's more or less of a, I think, baptism by fire, considering that most the head coach, it's her first international outing outside Africa. And remember that as a coach, that is. And
Yeah.
remember that I think her second tournament was in Ghana. So you can say it's a bigger challenge. It's a bigger challenge for her, and she needs help from her technical bench.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. And I just wanted to add something that I really don't think that we have nothing to lose for this tournament. Whether we are beaten 20-0, I mean hizo ni results tunaonanga South Africa wakipewa. So tuende tu pale tucheze hoki yetu mzuri. And the one thing I think even the last time, or was it, I can't remember when it was, Simon, that we were I think it was when we were at City Park and we were having
Mm,
THR,
mhm,
that Jackie looked like she had a focus. She had what she wanted
mm,
uh, the ladies to play a certain kind of format. And if we look at even the squad itself, we are seeing like she's sort of buffing the midfield, and she has players
mm.
who can go strike, come back, defend, and we have the midfielders also who can easily fall back to defend the game. So I think for me, we have nothing to lose. All we need to go is what we have is what has be what the ladies have been training. Is it what they have implemented there, na si kwenda kwanza kucheza game ya watu. Tucheze game yetu na tu perform vile tuta perform. Kama ni hupahuche tucheze hupahuche huko.
You remember before
Jugush.
before before I ask Kevin to respond to this. You remember what I said a few months ago
Yeah.
regarding culture shock.
Yep.
That's one of the culture shock, and stage fright is one of the things that usually affect players who probably are not used to things like those. Most of those players are used to playing in pitches that don't have announcers, they don't have music, they don't have thousands and thousands of people watching and cheering. And we are playing against countries that will have people go there to cheer them. I hope that we can get Kenyans out there as well to cheer them. But if was in that dressing room, what tell the ladies is that once you cross that white line and get onto the pitch, once you step onto that turf, block out all the noise, block out everything you see outside the pitch, just concentrate on the match. Because it's a matter of, if something goes wrong and they start panicking, then it all goes downhill. It's upon them to make sure that they keep that concentration. They don't listen to the crowd, they don't listen to the jeers, to the booing. Waji-encourage tu wenyewe, wao wakwe tu roho ngumu, waamue wenyewe, hii sisi ndio tulifika hapa, sisi ndio tumetrain, and that's how they'll handle the stage fright. I know Kevin has handled a lot of such big occasions, especially with players who probably are not used to that, but probably we can hear what he has to say. But my point is, ukifika pale, just know it's a normal hockey pitch, it's a normal stick, it's a normal ball, it's a normal opponent. You can do what they do. Just keep the concentration.
Yeah, I think Simon, stage fright is real.
Mm.
And if we can go back to my earlier comment, I said, like, from here, will we be consistent again with our players, or will we say that so and so was such a flop? I think the more we play at that level, the more a certain player plays at that level, the more she gains the experience and knows how to handle that situation. But if we keep on bringing new players at every stage, then you'll end up having the same problem every other time you travel. Uh, so I think you do not have been said better. Like, most players will get there. They've never been to such a pitch. It will be a blue astroturf. They'll be seeing it for the first time, maybe. And you're like, you mean it's blue? Oh, you mean? And and culture shock, like you say. The countdown to the beginning of the match. I mean, is it the same as what we have in Kenya
Yeah.
during our league matches? Like,
Hiyo story ya kukimbia kutoka kwa dugout ukielekea uwanja,
imagine, like,
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
it is.
yeah, let us hear what Mike Malungu, who is one of the coaches, has to say about the preparations and how the girls are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I have a problem. Let me sort it out. But as I sort it out, just continue for a minute. It is having a
Yeah.
bit.
Kuna comment nimeona hapa.
Mhm.
I wish I can get it right now. Yes, Dave Makori is asking, I would love to inquire, Watch.Hockey will be streaming the matches from your end as experts. Thank you very much for calling us experts. Do you think we will be required to pay for the matches like the recently concluded World Cup streams, or is it free to watch as always? Mfuko ipangwe. Well, unfortunately, I don't know whether the Watch.Hockey app will be bringing the Commonwealth Games because it's not an FIH event. It's more or less an Olympic Committee and Commonwealth event. So I don't know whether FIH will be showing, but I am aware that SuperSport will be showing the hockey matches live. Um, Whether they will be showing all matches, I'm also not sure, but I think I saw a post from, I think, their Twitter page or Facebook page stating that they will be bringing the hockey matches live. I also think Sky Sports will be bringing the hockey matches.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
yeah,
they are. And I
unfortunately,
think
yeah, yeah, yes,
CC are
Nigush.
2 years old.
No, there are
But
guys who have internet pay TV, IPTV. So
uh,
um, I think it goes for around $2 a month. That's around 250 shillings. So you can just pay for 1 month, and then you can be able to watch it.
yeah, I have gotten the audio. It's now
Mhm.
okay. Let's listen to Mike Malungu.
Good evening, Jugush. As you've asked, the team has actually settled in. We've had our biological systems adjust to the time in the UK. Remember, UK is 2 hours behind East African time. The preparations have been going on well. We don't have many concerns. What we have been trying to do is to adapt to the playing surface and as well as adapt to the English weather, which is quite unpredictable. Yesterday we had a practice match with Ghana, where we had the objectives of getting the girls in the competition mood. We went down 2-1, unfortunately, but that is not a concern. We were able to see what was working, what didn't work. Today we've also had an opportunity to have a training session on the competition ground, where we've had a chance to continue to polish the side in readiness of our opening match against the defending champions, New Zealand. Thank you.
Well, yeah, you have it straight
Mm.
from the coach's mouth. They seem to be okay. Gentlemen,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, as you've heard him say, it's good for them to get there early to get that acclimatization, to get used to the playing surface, to get the girls. Sorry, the ladies. Nashinda nikisema girls. The ladies to get into that competition mode. It's good to have those friendlies. The good thing is we did not have or did not get any injuries, so that's a good outing for them.
Yeah. Okay, let
Mm.
me read one or two messages, and I have one from my good friend and umpire 001. That is
Mhm.
Peter Obalo, who says
Mhm.
he's watching us live from Birmingham. Asante sana Obalo, na najua he's probably
Hebu kwanza atuambie kama amepata mutura huko.
Kwani
Obalo,
ulikuwa
tuambie kwa
umetupa
comments kama kuna mtura na supu huko. Kama hakuna tulete kibanda huko. Kenya kumeanza kuwa kugumu. We are looking for business opportunities. Tunaweza kuja very very soon kuuzia mafans. Na tutakuja na mchezo wa meno na boka huko mbio sana.
mpande ndege na gari.
Ai, hakuna haja ya ndege. Nduthi. Siku hizi nduthi my friend inasonga kusonga. Tutakuwa huko by first match kianza tutakuwa hapo na njugu
Tutakuwa
tunazunguka
kwa
huko.
ground
Tutakuwa kwa ground.
And then we have Jackson Alumasa who says he's following. Kigan, watu wanazidi kutuambia hapa. So Eugene anasema Bungoma Masters will be attending the Makanda Festival. So
Na pia kuna mwenye ameingia kwa DM anauliza itachezewa wapi, Kevin? Itachezewa kwa uwanja huu.
St. Anthony's Boys High School Kitale.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We have to be
That's the venue.
specific. Otherwise watu wataenda St. Anthony ya Mombasa.
ya Mombasa.
Kitale. Hii ni ya
We have to be
Kitale.
specific.
Sasa Peter anasema anatafuta bezi ya mtura, akipata atakwambia.
Sasa hafai apate, anafaa tuambie hakuna. Ndio sasa tuende to set up business. So kama haujapata, that's very good news. That is very good news.
Wanza kupanda nduthi saa hii mapema. Mnasikia lazima muacclimatize. Mwende muacclimatize ndio hata mtura pia ishike rada.
Unajua sasa uzuri ukisisi watu kama sisi tumelelewa Nakuru, weather inakuanga unpredictable. Jua inaweza kuwa imewaka by saa 4, upepo ndio hii imekuja, jioni ni mvua. So English weather haiwezi tuweza.
Haiweza.
Na unajua pia venye Boka atabeba nguo zake za kuuza. Tukilemewa na baridi tunavaa hizo, tutaosha, tupige za kamera tena. So hakuna worries.
Anyway, let's bring this home and close this show. So where do I start? Let me start with Kevo. Your closing comment from what we have discussed, and how can people get in touch with you for the tournament? Because now you see a few other teams are coming through and saying they'll be there for the tournament. How can people get in touch with you regarding the tournament specifically?
Okay. One, I like to say that I'm happy when I heard from the coach that the ladies have are now acclimatized to the English weather. They've had a friendly match. They've had a training session on the competition field. I mean, there's hope, and that even the officials who are there with the ladies then are doing a good job to have them in good shape for the tournament. We believe that from what we've heard from Coach Mike, then the ladies are up to the task, and like he said, if the match they played and they saw what was working, what wasn't working, so they should be able to correct any mistakes as early as this, and talk to the ladies and encourage them, psych them up for the matches. And it's just one match at a time. I think focus now is on New Zealand. And like Jigushi said, they have everything to lose. We have nothing to lose. So we go into that match and we fight it out. And any result will be good for us, I believe. And from here, I want to urge everyone to keep cheering them on. Let's rally behind them and know that they are us. They're just representing us. All of us will not have been there, but now that they're donning the colors of the country, the only thing we can do is support them and wish them well. And hope that they bring home good results. Now back
Good
to my
performance.
tournament. Again?
Go on.
Yeah, back to my tournament. The tournament will be held this weekend on 30th to 31st July 2022. The venue is St. Anthony's Boys High School, Kitale. And registration fee is 3,000 per team. We're going to play an 11-a-side tournament. It's not 8-a-side, it's 11-a-side. And then we, like I said, I encourage teams to confirm, like I'm noting them down, to confirm as early as this for arrangements. We've been working with something with Saimo. We believe that if they confirm participation early enough, then we are able to come up with the poolings and even fixtures before Friday, so the teams are aware the schedule of matches for easier running of the tournament. I envy Nakuru, well-organized tournament. When I grow up, I want to have a tournament like them. I'm hoping I can match this tournament.
It will come. It will come. It will come.
So I'm hoping that this weekend we shall have a tournament that will be full of fun and pass the message of peace across the country, that even as we gear ourselves towards the general elections, I mean, we shall remain neighbors, we shall remain friends, and this good sport of hockey will still bring us together. So I'm hoping that it will be a good way of, it will be a good tournament, I mean, playing just before the elections and bringing so many people together this side of Kenya and preaching the message to them. Now, my phone number, I don't know if I should write it here or say it.
Just say it. We'll write it here.
Yeah, those who want to get in touch with me, my phone number is 0720 87 2019.
0720 87 2019.
Yes. I'm sure they can reach out to me. If they want to follow me on Instagram, then it's Kigan Lugalia. Facebook, it's Kevin Lugalia.
Okay.
On Twitter, it is still Kevin Kigan Lugalia. They can still follow me, and I think we have a lot there still. So they can reach out to me so that we plan. Now we have Bungoma Masters, and I think we have Kimilili Panthers.
Yeah.
Someone has had that.
yeah, lakini unajua
unapitisha ujumbe kwa nini? Kwa social media kama kina Nakitare.
Unajua Jigush, we've done this show for how long now? 2 years, 3 years?
3 years.
2 years. And of the 2 years we've done these shows, Kevin Lugalia is the first person to start with his Instagram account kama social media. People always start with Facebook.
That's where he's active. So
yeah.
Hapo ndio utampata kwa urahisi.
So that tells you that he loves the camera.
Yeah.
Not really. Come on,
But Instagram ni photos. So what else?
Hakuna photos huko.
The screenshots.
Ni maril.
Watapata hapo Makanda. Wakienda hapo watapata Makanda Open Annual Tournament.
Yeah. Okay, good. For me, I'm happy. Sorry guys, I'm late. Kazi imenishika kidogo, but I'm happy to be here. Happy to see you guys, you gentlemen. Thank you guys for all your comments. Thank you for those guys who've jumped into my DMs. A lot of questions coming through. I think I'll answer personally to them, not in the show. But let's support the team. Let's not be negative. This is not the time to bring in politics, and I am usually very clear on this. Saizi, there is no space for politics. Kama unataka politics, I think Ruto alikuwa
Ngojea tarehe 9.
hata si tarehe 9. Bado Catholic University hawajatoa podium, tunaweza mpeleka huko aendelee kubishana na politicians. So sahii si time ya politics. Let's support the team. Let's be positive. Let's be optimistic. Let's support the ladies, the team out there. Kama uko kwa ofisi, kama uko nyumbani, wherever you are, just try to log in and watch the game. It's on a Friday, saa 6, saa 5. Yeah, you can be able to work as you watch the game. Bora usidrive kama una watch game. Afadhali uweke gari kando, watch game ishe. Let's get on there. Kama itakuwa live stream kwa Facebook or any platform that has a comment section, make sure tunaweka hapo hashtag Team Kenya, tunaweka flag za Kenya kwa hiyo comment section. Go to your social media handles right now, right there, support Team Kenya. Let's support our ladies, and I'm sure we'll get a good result. Yeah, as I said, this is a make or break moment for us, and I think we have all the ingredients to make it a make moment. Coming from there, regardless of the result, the performance is key, and we continue from there. There is no time to look back. Finally, for those guys who will make it to travel to Kitale, please make sure you go there and enjoy some hockey. There is no other thing you'll be doing. In fact, Kevin, I think you should be having a lot of players, considering that kuna wale watakuja huko wakikuja kuvote. So
True.
so kama una travel unaenda Western kuvote, make sure pia umebeba stick bag yako, hockey stick.
Let me interject.
Yes.
Sam Nyamoy will be coming to vote. So Sam Nyamoy green shirts is taking this opportunity to come. You already sent me a message. And nitumia message mapema. Ati anakuja kuvote.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's make sure that we attend that tournament. And the timing is not so right because of the elections and stuff, but it's always a perfect time to play hockey over the weekends. We do hope that we are going to see you there, and make sure you follow Hockey Kenya as well as Hockey KE, as we shall be bringing you all the live updates straight from Kitale. Tutakuwa site, so msijali kama utamake kufika huko, updates zitakuja haraka upesi. Jugush, that's for me, and I wish you guys a blessed week ahead.
Yes, and for me, one thing that I'm really impressed about the Makanda Festival is that it's not just about the playing, it's not about the fun, it's about spreading the message of peace. And Kevin, I think we'll have some time and just look for that principle. We need to have a discussion with him, because this is a very good initiative, so that we are able to spread peace, and sports is the best avenue to use just to spread the message of peace, even as we get into the election. Eugene Akitare anasema hii ni the last one na put up, uwapatie pia Telegram sijui ni for them, but thank you so much for listening to us, whether you're in the country, whether you're outside the country, like our umpire 001 Peter Obalo, and I know even the rest of the team, they love watching us, and probably
na Obalo uniitishie mattress, ujue tunakuja kulala kwa room yako, so utuitishie mattress mimi nakuja na products, so tutakuja mimi Boka na mchezo wa meno, so wewe tuwekeange tu mattresses hapo tu kando. We'll be there before Friday saa 5 tutakuwa hapo na merchandise.
Let's support Team Kenya. Let's support, of course, the Makanda Festival. From us, it is bye. See you next week.
No next week. We shall be here. Remember, we shall be here doing previews and reviews of the matches. So make sure you
naenda. So Friday kabla game tujue tutapiga interview, preview. After game tutapiga review na tuambie kinaendelea.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, Njugush and Simon. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Thanks. See you in